episode 51 of the Arctic Knitting podcast. My name is Emilia and you can find me everywhere online as Arctic Knitting, that being Instagram and Ravelry, and also on YouTube. I just wanted to start by saying thank you for all the lovely words that you used in the comment section in my last video. It really made my day, and I've been going back to read those comments whenever I'm feeling a little bit down, which I have been lately because I've just basically been a little bit under the weather. My throat has been sore and it's just been really stressful at work, and I've been having a little bit of fever and but those comments really made my weeks so much better, and I know that I will continue to do that. However, about winners, I have decided that I will contact winners directly instead of announcing them here, just because it's so much easier, because I would need the winners' Ravelry names for some of the winners for getting patterns, and it's just easier to ask them there than to try to keep control of everything if I say you have to message me. Anyway, so I will contact the winners directly, but thank you to everyone who participated in that giveaway, and thank you to everyone who left such lovely words about my podcast. It really made me want to podcast more. I think that's it for admin this time. Let's go on over to finished object, and I actually have one, and I don't think you've ever seen this as a work in progress. It's a shawl, and it's quite big. This hasn't been blocked. I haven't sewn in the ends. I just finished this last night. You can see it's so much bigger than my wingspan, and this is unblocked, so it's huge. The pattern I used this is my Midnight Sun shawl, and I love this shawl. I was wearing another version of this to Edinburgh Yarn Festival, and I know that many people really liked it. I know that Katie of Inside Number 23 is knitting a version of this, which is so much fun to follow. Normally it's knit in fingering weight, that's what the pattern is written for, but it being a shawl, it doesn't really matter. So I knit this in I think it's a fingering to sport weight. I haven't measured gauge because it's not important. But the variegated color up here, this color, this is a commercial yarn. This color up here, this stripy one here, that is Maya by Permin. It is 100% cotton yarn, and it's really soft. I chose this for the colors, and this is going to be a sample for the store. And I thought that I really wanted something to show off how these colors plays together with the other one, which is Esther by Permin, and this is a cotton merino blend. And I wanted to show off how it plays together when you have one variegated and one solid color. In our store and in most of the other yarn stores in Norway, at least the ones that I have been to, you don't find much hand-dyed yarn, you don't find much variegated yarn. Basically the three big companies, I think it's just those three. Oh, you are Viking. Yeah, okay, the four big companies. The three big that we have is House of Yarns, it's Sandnes Garn, and it is Rauma. And basically all of they have their range of color, which are solid colors, and they don't really tend to, they just stick with what they've always done. Sometimes they change up the colors, of course, but they don't really tend to follow along with what goes on in the internet world, or they do, but they are just a couple of years too late. So I'm guessing that we will starting to see variegated color in Norwegian yarn stores in a couple of years. And this is a Danish company, and I really wanted to show off because this is kind of, it's not like hand-dyed in the way it's color, but it's more variegated, and I thought that it would be gorgeous to show that off to the customers, because not everyone is as active in the international social media world as I am, and they miss out on so much. Anyway, I used 4mm needles, and this is a sport weight yarn, so that's the reason it's so big. When I was using my own hand-dyed, the fingering weight merino soft merino nylon blend that everyone is using, it was just about my wingspan, and I think I used 4mm needles for that as well. So basically you start up, when knitting this, you start up here in the middle, and you increase start with, I think it's 9 stitches. You need the garter tab, then you increases just like you do on average roll, and then you get to the border, which is garter stitch with slipped stitches, and then it's just a garter edge to finish it all off. And I love this. I love this garter edge. I think it looks so nice. I'm going to block that, and I'm going to take photos of it, and then I'm going to bring it to the yarn store. The other project that I have to show you, I have two works in progress to show you as well. You see, I started recording this video 2 weeks ago, and I just got interrupted time after time after time. And the last time I got interrupted, I had like recorded for 15 minutes, and they called me and said, you have to come to work now, and I ran. So I didn't finish that recording, and therefore, I don't know. I remember that I have talked about this before, but I'm not sure if it was in the last episode or if it was in the episode that never got finished. So I'm just going to show it to you now. This is the booklet where I had the pattern for this. This is Sarnes Tema 48, theme 48, which is fastdrakter, or fastdrakter is like another word for bunads. It's the bunads that aren't really bunads. Anyway, I'm knitting this for my little boy. I was hoping to have it finished before last weekend, before we were going to a baptism, but then I started this and that didn't happen. I have almost finished those little pants, and I think if I have shown you this before, I am just at the same place as I was before. I have like 20 rounds of stockinette. I ran out of yarn, that's why I didn't finish it at the time. It has this fold in, it's really hard to see if it's black. It has this fold in edge on top where there's going to be elastic in, and it's the same at the, like, this is going to be just under his knee so that his stocking shows up. I have found another skein of this yarn, so I'm going to finish it. It's Sisu. It's this is a black one, so it's kind of hard to see, but it's merino nylon fingering weight, or fingering to sport weight, Norwegian commercial yarn from Sarnes, and it is 80-20 wool. It's not merino, it's just wool. 80-20 wool and nylon, and 50 grams is 175 meters, and its recommended gauge is 27 stitches per 10 centimeters. I have also bought white or nature undyed yarn for the little stockings. See if I can find a picture. There it is. It's going to have this. I hope that I will be able to, you can see the shoes here as well. I hope that I will be able to finish these stockings as well, but if I don't, that's okay. And then I would just have to buy some stockings, and I think that would be fine. Now, this is kind of outfit that is going to only get to wear once, because we're not going to any baptisms or yeah, we're not going to anything like that this spring, and this will probably be too small for him next year. And anyway, I just started on the vest. It is really scrunched up on the needle, and I will tell you why, because it's not really this big. The thing is that if you look at the pictures, I will try to show you again. If you look at the pictures, you can see that this up here, where the vest is kind of folded out, it still shows stockinette stitch. And the way they have sold this in the pattern, you see the seaming here, is to do as you do when you knit like a button band or something. You knit the whole vest without this part. This will just be done inside, and then you pick up stitches along this edge and knit those stitches that way. And I didn't like that. I want those stitches to go that way instead of this. So I cast on twice the amount for each of the front sizes, and I am just knitting just stockinette. And so let's see, this is the front, one of the front, and this is the inside, and it has just one row of purl stitches. It's easier to see from the back, where it's going to fold over. I should have a bigger needle, but I think you can understand what I mean. It's going to fold over there, and when you then fold it, this is the bottom, but when you then fold it, the stitches will come in the direction that I want them to come. But I also casted on something new. I casted this on a couple of weeks ago on a knitting cafe, because the yarn store that I work in is in the same building as a cafe, so every once a month there is a knitting cafe in the evening at that cafe, and I went to the last time, and we have the store open, and there were so many people saying that we shouldn't stop carrying kauni, which is, I think it's it says Denmark, but I think it's like an Estonian yarn or something. I think it's an Estonian wool yarn. It's the same. It's really hard to see, but it has this really long color shifts. We've been carrying this in the store for quite a while, and we haven't been ordering in more because it kind of stopped, so we thought that maybe we would stop carrying it, but I decided we're just going to try to make a sample and see what happens. So I casted on that sample. I started using a pattern for Finull, because this is Finull. I'm using those two together. They are just about the same, because we only have the kauni with multiple colors, we don't have the solid ones. So I casted on using a Finull pattern, which says to have 27 stitches. I used 3mm needles, and it turned out huge because I didn't need a swatch. It turned out absolutely huge. It was going to be in size 3 years old, and it ended up being size me. And I measured the gauge, and I had 22 stitches, or 23 stitches. I had 23 stitches. So I found another pattern instead of going down, because I didn't really want to go down anymore on the needle, because I really liked the fabric that I got with 22 stitches. So I decided that I was going to rip it out, and I started all over again, and you can see here that it's just starting to change color. This is just the bottom of the body, and it's just going to be a basic raglan sweater with stripes. Nothing fancy. I'm a little bit insecure on how I'm going to do it when I get up to the arms, because I would really like the arms, you know, the colors to match up, but I'm not sure I can do that without breaking into another skein, so I'll just have to see what happens. Not sure. And I think it would be easier if I was knitting top down, because then I could see, okay, this is a green stripe, then I need to start with green. But now it's like, okay, this is a green stripe, which color do I have to start with on the bottom of the arms? So I'm not sure. And this one is my travel knitting these days. It's in my backpack, and it's going with me wherever I go, because my backpack is as well. And that is what I knit on in the breaks at work, or whenever I'm in a cafe with a friend, or if I go to a meeting where I'm able to knit, I'm going to knit on that. I have been knitting on this at all times lately, because I really wanted to finish something, because I have so many projects on the needles that I have like almost decided not to cast on anything new until I get finished with a little bit. And I think my next cast on is going to be the Oracle shawl by Woolen Vine, because man, have you seen that shawl? It's so gorgeous. I mean, I've been eyeballing that shawl online, but then when we was in Edinburgh, Magdalena of the Wolfenschaft podcast, she was wearing hers. It's like, I saw it online and I saw that it was pretty, but when I saw Magdalena wearing her, I was like, I need that. I have picked out colors for it, and I think I'm actually going to knit that in a commercial yarn, and I'm thinking something orangey, fall colors. I'm not completely sure, but we will, yeah, I have to look into that. Should I dye some yarn for that, or should I work with the yarn that we have in the store? And I think, as I said, I think that's going to be my next cast on. I'm really itchy to cast that one on. You just have to see. So, this probably is going to be a little bit of a shorter episode, but that's okay, because that was all that I had which was knitting related. I'm going to talk a little bit now about other projects that I'm working on, which isn't knitting, but it's all yarn and fiber related, and then I will talk a little bit about other yarns and autoclaving. The other project that I've been working on, which isn't knitting, is living in this big project bag that I made myself, and it matches my project. My spindle and my project bag is matching, and that's kind of making me very, very happy. So I've been spinning yarn lately, and I really haven't been doing that much of it. I enjoy it, but it's like, I don't know, I haven't been working on it as much as I want. I have been spinning a little bit. This ball is done. I'm not sure what to do with it. I think it's a little bit under twisted. I couldn't really figure out how much twist to put in it, and I think that's kind of why I stopped. But I've been watching some YouTube videos, and I think this is a single, and I think it's quite under twisted. So I'm going to try to put more twist in the next one. I'm thinking of taking this one off the spindle as well. It's just a little bit of fiber, and then take this top and divide it into like thinner sleeves, and then to try to make something of the rest of this. I probably have 100 grams left here because this is a Shetland wool, and it was 122 grams when I started, and I bought this from Håkon, which is a Norwegian indie dyer and spinner and weaver and everything. She's amazing, and I bought this from her at the retreat that we had knitting in the midnight sun. But I think, if I haven't gotten it completely wrong, let me see. I think when you do like this, it's supposed to be more twist than it is in this. Let's see if I can show you what I mean. You can hear my voice is going to disappear pretty soon. Going to put in some more twist. And more and more and more. Let's see. I think it's going to be more like this. I think you're going to have like one, yeah, there, and even more. There, I think we're getting close. So if anyone has any suggestions on good resources for drop spindling, please drop them in the comment down below, because I would really love to know more about, especially how much twist to put in it and how to finish off the yarns. So if you have any good resources for that, please link them down below. It would be really amazing to figure out how to drop spindle. Also because I kind of want to buy a wheel, because that's what I do whenever I start something new. I just buy everything. And talking about buying, I have a birthday coming up. It's less than 2 months away. It's in the middle of June, and I've been telling my boyfriend every single day lately, hey, I really want a loom. Every now and then I just put it down to conversation, and by the way, I want a loom. And I think I'm going to get a loom for my birthday. I have even sent him Spinnvilt, which is a Norwegian web store. They sell Ashford looms. I sent him the link for the loom that I want, which is a 40 centimeter Ashford. It's not a rigid height. It's a rigid heddle loom, but it's the Ashford sample it. It's called 40 centimeter, the biggest one of the sample it looms. And I even sent him the link for it and saying, hey, just by the way, this is the loom I want. No pressure. So I think I'm going to get that for my birthday, which is 6 weeks away, and I'm really excited, and I kind of just want to go online and buy it right now, but then again, it's really nice to get. It's really nice to have something when you have it for it, so we'll just have to see. I've been watching quite a bit of Babel's Traveling Yarn. She's quite a bit of a weaver, and she's the inspiration for me wanting a loom. So I've been watching her lately, and I've also been watching quite a bit of looming or weaving, not podcasts, but weaving tutorials. They should have loom weaving on Facebook and on YouTube. But then again, also there, if you have any suggestions for resources on how to use a rigid head loom, please drop them down below. I have found some craftsy classes, but I'm not sure which one I'm going to take. So please let me know. I really want to buy a loom. I'm going to buy a loom, I'm going to get a loom, and if I don't get a loom, I'm going to buy a loom, and I really want to be able to just start up. This is what I do whenever I buy something new. I kind of know how to use it before it arrives to me, because things doesn't get... I'm living in Norway. It's not like I can go on Amazon, what's it called? Amazon Rush, that thing, and order something and have it here by tomorrow. It mostly takes a couple of weeks for things to reach me, so I have the time to do the research before I start working on a project. So a loom is my next one. I think I'm going to weave some scarves for Christmas gifts maybe. I want to give some fabric samples to make into project bags. I really want to just play around with it, and if you have any suggestions, as I said, if you have any suggestions for resources, please let me know. So, Arctic Yarns, I'm just going to take a really quick there to say that I'm going to close the store in July and possibly August as well. I just wanted to let you know I'm going to try to get another shop update quite soon. So there'll probably be 1 or 2 more shop updates before I close the shop for summer. Half of that time in August I'm going on vacation, so that's why it's closed in August, or that's why it's possibly closed. I'm not completely sure it's going to be closed in August, but I think so. But August is vacation, and July is just going to be, I have some back office stuff to do. I need to change some things in the store regarding to collecting taxes from the customers and language and the store. As some of you may know, it's not, I think it is working for the customer, but in the back office it's quite a bit of work to keep everything updated, and I did the whole coding of the whole shop myself. So I'm going to move on to something simpler, and I thought I might as well just do that in July, because I think that's the slowest month in yarns. So there might be a shop update, or there's going to be a shop update or 2 before that, but then it's going to be closed. Just wanted to let you know. Also, if you don't live in Norway but are thinking about ordering my yarn, I just want to let you know that I have a set shipping fee, because many people are afraid to order from Norway or from Europe or from far away from where they are, because the shipping is going to be really expensive. And shipping is really expensive in Norway, but when you order from me, you are only paying $5 of shipping, whatever you order. It's just easier for me. So if you order 1 skein or you order 10 skeins, it's going to be $5 in shipping. Just wanted to let you know that. And yeah, I think that's it for Arctic Yarns. The next shop update, one more thing. The next shop update is going to have DK, Packwool and Lamb's wool. I can't wait to dial that up. I just need to find the time to do it. Arctic weaving. As I said, I've been feeling a little bit under the weather lately. I haven't been completely well. It's not like I've been very sick or something. I've just not been at my best. And I think I'm getting better. I hope I'm getting better, because I don't have the time to be sick. But I've started working with myself on just doing things, because I have so many things I want to do. But I have a tendency that when I get home from work, I just fall down in the sofa and I don't do anything. And I'm going to do it tomorrow, and I'm going to do it tomorrow, and I'm going to do it tomorrow. And I think a lot of people struggle with that you really want to do something, but you just keep on pushing it before you so that you can do it tomorrow. And I have decided that I'm going to try to stop doing that. I haven't really figured out how to do it, but for now I'm just trying to be aware of that, aware that I'm pushing things in front of me. It's not because it's something unpleasant. It could be like, I want to spin. I really want to spin more. It's not something unpleasant, it's not something I dread doing. It's just something I want to do, but I think I'm just going to sit there and knit, because that's comfortable. It could be, I want to read more of that book, I want to get myself ice cream, and I don't do it because I just don't want to get up. And it's not because I'm low on energy, it's just that it's comfortable to be where I am, and that's going to stop. So I have decided now that I'm just going to try to be aware of what's going on, and try to be aware that I'm just postponing things. Whenever I feel like I want to spin, I'm just going to spin just a little bit, give it 3 minutes, and if I after 3 minutes still feel like sitting down, I can sit back down. But I know that after 3 minutes I will probably feel like spinning even more. So I'm just going to try to get up and do things. And I don't know why I'm talking about this, because it was not in the plans at all. I was going to tell you about my hike, because I went hiking to a place called Førstevannet, or the first water, and it's been a couple of weeks, so I don't really remember, but we were having a really great time. It was me and Ludvig and Sondre and my mom and my mom's boyfriend, and we went up there, we ate and then we went down again, and it was really nice. And I'm going to insert some photos and a little bit of video clip of that in the end, if I still have the photos. I think I do. We went actually, Louise, I think she's called Louise, of Spin City. She's where I bought that spindle, by the way. I was talking with her on Edinburgh Yarn Festival, and she was just asked me like, do you actually go picnicking in the snow? I was like, yeah, of course we do. And this is basically we went picnicking in the snow, because if you live in the Arctic and you want to go picnic, you just have to do it in the snow. That's just the way it is. Also, I've been to Tromsø for a little bit. I've been to Tromsø for a trip, and I think that's basically it. This week I don't have any major plans. I'm going to try to be able to. I know it's starting to feel like spring. It's absolutely insane. We're like in the end of April, and the snow is melting. It's like the degrees are on the plus side. It's sunny, and it's just, I'm looking out the window, it's just gorgeous. And it feels like spring is coming. And this week I'm going to try to, we have some stuff that we need to get done at home. I'm going to redecorate the hallway, I think it's called, where you come into the house. And I'm going to pull up the floor and put down heating in the floor, and put down a new floor, and put up new walls and paint everything. And yeah, I'm basically going to fix the whole room. I just don't know when to do that. We have quite a bit of stuff to do outside in the garden. It's a little bit early yet, but we can start to get ready. We have lots of things. After we redecorated last summer, we redecorated down in the basement where I now have my dye studio. There's lots of garbage from that, like things that we are not going to keep, and we need a bigger car to deliver it to, I don't know the words, anyway. And we can borrow that car, we can start cleaning up. We have started a little bit, and we're going to do more of that this week. We're going to go through Ludwig's clothes and take away whatever is too small for him. We're going to go through what we have put away before, because we have a friend. We have a little friend which is almost 6 months, and he can get some of Ludwig's clothes, because we don't really need that, because he's not going to grow up, get tiny again. And also I'm planning on knitting, but I'm not planning on knitting all the time. I'm planning on trying to get the time to do other stuff like spinning. I want to sew some project bags. I want to dye yarns. I want to paint the veranda. I want to get a new sofa, which we actually have, we just need to bring it here. I want to paint my bedroom, I want to paint the hallway, I want to do everything. That's just what spring does to me. So we'll just have to see how these weeks go. And now I'm feeling kind of, I want to sneeze and I want to cough, and yeah, I'm not feeling 100% yet, so I will just see you again hopefully in a week. I just thought it was better to get a small episode up than no episode, and I will talk with you again hopefully very soon. It was really nice to see you again. I really missed you, and bye. Let me show you the outside. I'm just going to show you outside the window. It's sunny.